Good morning, students. So after the 1 week of exams, we are now coming to our regular classes. So now let's see what we have discussed in last class. That is, we have started a new chapter, that is chapter number 4, new numbers. So in that we have learned new numbers also, like square root of 2 and square root of 3. That is the main thing. So in that we have seen what is the speciality of square root of 2 and square root of 3. So there we have studied it have a fixed value that you should by heart. Square root of 2 is equal to 1.41 and square root of 3 is equal to 1.73. That was a value we have seen in the last class. Now using that we have done some problem also. So now we'll continue the problem. Page number 49, you have the second question. You can see the figure on the board. What is that? A square is drawn on the altitude of an equilateral triangle of side 2 meter, which means you have an equilateral triangle here. What is the equilateral triangle? All the sides are equal. Here one side given 2 meter. That means this side also 2 meter, and the down from here to here it is also 2 meter. So from this equilateral triangle, one altitude is drawn. Altitude means straight line, perpendicular line. So that is altitude. Using that altitude, and the square is drawn, which means this side only here comes. So this side only here comes. So all the four sides are equal. So using the altitude, you have drawn a square. Like this it is given. What is the question? What is the area of the square? We want to find out the area of this square. To find out the area, you know, side into side. But here when the side is given here, one side not given, we have to find out the side here. And the second question, see, what is the altitude of the triangle? We have to find out the altitude of the triangle. So this line you have to find out. So what you have to do here is, we have to find out altitude. That means it is nothing but the side of the square also. Altitude only one side of the square. Then you can find out the area also, no? So what we can do here is, second question we can find out first. What is the altitude of the triangle? What is altitude mean? This line, this perpendicular line we can find out. I can give the name A, B, C, D, E, F like this I can give. Now, this right triangle, it is when I draw the altitude, it's splitting into two. That means here a right triangle is forming. Equilateral triangle splitting into two right triangles. So this is 90. And here you know equilateral triangle means what? Fully it is 60. Here also 60 degree. This is also 60 degree. But when you divide it into half, what will happen here? This becomes 30 degree. So 90, 60, 30. The right triangle forms like this, 90, 60, 30. You can see. Now in this right triangle, we can find out the altitude. No, you have hypotenuse here. Here, hypotenuse here. Altitude don't know, but you know from here to here 2. But it is divided into exactly half. So that what will be AD? It will be 1 meter. So this is 1 meter. So you know that here hypotenuse given, base is given, altitude not given. So directly we can find out no by Pythagoras theorem. So second question, sub question 2, altitude we need to find out. In triangle ADC, by Pythagoras theorem, what is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to altitude square plus base square. So we need now here what? Hypotenuse we have, base we have. We want to find out altitude. So what is the formula for that? Altitude square is equal to, which is the bigger one? Hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square minus base square. Always whenever the hypotenuse given means you have to minus from the other. If it is base, you have to find out hypotenuse square minus altitude. If it is altitude, you have to find out hypotenuse square minus base square. If hypotenuse square you have to find out means hypotenuse square is equal to altitude square plus base square. Now altitude, which one here? CD, no? So I am writing the name. CD square is equal to hypotenuse how much? 2 square minus base 1 square. So what is that? 2 square 4 minus 1 is 3. But it is CD square is 3. We need only CD. So what happens? Square goes that side as square root of 3. Square root of 3 meter. So this you can get. So altitude what here it is? CD is square root of 3. You can get it as this one as square root of 3. Now that is only no one side of your square. One side of a square root of 3 you got. Now same you can get here, no, square root of 3. Same you can get here, square root of 3. Same also down. So square root of 3. Now the first sub question is what? Find out the area of the square, given square, area. Area of the square, what is the formula? Area of the square side into side, side into side. What is the one side here? Square root of 3 into square root of 3. So we told that square root of 3 into square root of 3 same number means answer is 3. But how you getting that 3? Square root of 3 into square root of 3, it will be square root of 9. Means 3 into 3 we are doing. And square root of 3 into square root of 3 is square root of 9. Square root of 9 answer is what? 3. So 3 square meter is the answer for the area. 3 square meter is the answer for the area. So this is the way first and second sub question. Next sub question, that is sub question 3, we'll see what are the length of the other two sides of the triangle shown below. So you have one triangle here. This is the triangle you have. So in this triangle, one side given 2 meter and you have to find out the other two sides. That means how can you find out this sides, which means one side given 2 meter, other two sides are missing. So just to go back and see, this is a triangle you see. Here you can see 90 degree, 30 degree and 60 degree here you have. So just to see 90, 30, 60 degree here. So same triangle now here, they are, both are same. So just to see, opposite of 90, 2 meter you have, opposite of 90, 2 meter you have. So same way, opposite of 30 what you have? 1 meter. So opposite of 30, 1 meter. Opposite of 60 what you have? Square root of 3. So this is the answer actually. So just we are comparing these two triangles. But here onwards you have to learn one thing, new thing. Whenever a triangle with an angle, right triangle with angle 90, 30, 60 and 90, 45, 45. These are the special two right triangles. If the triangle comes this way, you have to by heart something, which means we got some values here. So you have to keep it in mind. Always 90's opposite it will be 2, which means if this opposite of 92 means always 30's opposite will be half of 2. If opposite of 90 is 2 means 30 degrees opposite will be half of that. If 2 means what will be? Here it is 1. So if this is 1, 60 degrees opposite will be 1 into root 3. Root 3 will be fixed number, but whatever here comes that you have to multiply here. 1 means 1 into root 3. If I say here it is 2, if I say here it is 2, 2 means here will be double of that, 4, and here will be this 2 into root 3, like that it will come. So this is important. And the same way here also, right triangle with a 90, 45, 45. This is we have seen in the first problem, one side 1, here 1, and what will be the hypotenuse here. So if a 45 degrees opposite 1, 45 degrees opposite 1, the 90 degrees will be opposite will be 1 root 2. Here 1, 1, this will be 1 root 2, 1 into root 2. If this is 2, then this will be 2 and this will be 2 root 2, like that. If this is 3, 3, 3 root 2, like that it is going on. So this is very, very important. You need to by heart this numbers so that it will be useful in the 10th standard also and in this chapter also. Okay, we'll move on to the next problem, that is page number 49, question number 3. What is that? We'll see. We have seen in class 8, so that is last year, that any odd number can be written as the difference of two perfect squares. So any odd number we can write it as a difference of two perfect squares. So that is a lesson also given here. So using that, draw squares of area 7 and 11 square centimeter. So what you have to do is, we have to draw a square of area 7 and 11. 11 we'll see later. Now we'll see first area 7. So how we can draw a square? So you know that if one side is given, we can draw easily one square. But here one side not given, here given what? Area given. Area, that is a 7 centimeter is given. But we need one side. So what is the one side of this one? If we know one side, we can draw the square, no? So the formula, area is equal to side square is equal to 7. So what is the one side? One side we can find it out. Square, if it goes this side, it will be square root of 7. So what is the one side? Square root of 7. Can you draw square root of 7 in your scale? We cannot take the measurements. So we can't draw easily. For that, what we have to do is, we have to take a triangle. Means in your textbook, we have seen that here we have drawn a square like this using a triangle. Triangle's altitude use it and we have drawn a square. Same way we have to draw a right triangle first, then we have to draw a square. For that right triangle, we need at least two measurements we need. How can you find out those two measurements? So for example, here it is given 7. But if it is a 3 square centimeter, if it is area is 3, how can we find out those two measurements? So that can be written as, in the question only they have given, odd numbers can be written as difference of two perfect squares. Difference of two perfect squares. That is 2 square minus 1 square can be written as 3. 2 square how much? 4 minus 1 square how much? 1. 4 minus 1, 3. Like that. If I take 5, 3 square 9 minus 2 square 4. 9 minus 4, 5. But how can you find these two numbers? That is the question. How can you find these two numbers? For that, one method we have seen in 8th standard, that is, if this is the number, what you have to do? 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square. Just adding 1 and squaring. Just minusing 1 and squaring. 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square. 3 minus 1 by 2 whole square. 3 plus 1 how much? 4 by 2 whole square. 3 minus 1, 2 by 2 whole square. 4 by 2 means 2 minus 2 by 2 means 1. So this is the two numbers we are getting here. Same way 5 if I take, same way 5 plus 1 by 2, 5 minus 1 by 2 whole square. 6 by 2, 4 by 2. 6 by 2 means 3, 4 by 2 means 2. So these are the two numbers which we need to draw the right triangle. So for the 7, your question is asking area 7, no? So what about the 7? 7 is equal to, if I do the same way, 7 plus 1 by 2 whole square minus 7 minus 1 by 2 whole square, it will be 8 by 2 whole square minus 6 by 2 whole square. So that I can write it as 4. 8 by 2 means 4 square. So 4 square minus 3 square. So these are the two numbers. 4 square means 16 minus 3 square means 9. So 16 minus 9, it will be 7. So these are the two numbers we need. Now we are going to draw a right triangle. So here, this is the larger number. Larger number, we are minusing the smaller. So always remember, this should be hypotenuse and this should be base or altitude. So that is your wish. But always we'll take this as a base. So it is easy. This should be hypotenuse, this should be base. That keep it in mind. So what you have to do is, base how much here? 3. Base is 3. So you have to take 3 centimeter line. 3 centimeter line you have to take. Next to what you have to do is, hypotenuse is 4, no? Hypotenuse you can draw here or here also. That's your wish. Here or here also you can draw. Now, what I'm going to do is, take your compass. Just to take your compass, 4 centimeter. This 4 centimeter, you have to take it in a compass and just keep it here. Or you can keep it here, no problem. Here you have to keep and draw the arc here. Towards this one. Like this you can draw. It can come from here to here, no problem. So just draw the arc of 4, okay, like this you have to draw. But this line you don't know, no? So what you have to do is, take a protractor here, keep it here, 90 degree you have to take, 90 degree where you have, that you have to mark. Then keep your scale and draw the line like this. Next what to do, this where the arc and the line is joining, from there you have to put here, so that this is 4 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter, like this you are. So whatever gets here, no, 4 square minus 3 square, what is that? Actually it's a 7, that means square root of 7 here you will get. This is your square root of 7, and using here you can draw this square like this. So that is how I'll show you. Square root of 7 you have to take it into compass like this. Compass you have to take and you have to mark here, arc you have to mark here, then keep it here, mark the arc here. Next you have to drag the line like this, you have to draw. Keep your scale properly and draw like this. That time you will get 1 point. Arc and the line you will get from here to, that means same square root of 7 you have to take. Here to here you have to draw the arc. So that 1 point you will get here, connect that and connect here. So that this is your square of one side, square root of 7. So this is the way you have to draw the figure.